Christmas, I'm getting you an oven mitt.
Oh, that's nice of you. But now I celebrate Hanukkah. So it'll be 12 oven mitts.
You gotta get him the one from Coraline that looks like a chicken.
There you go.
But the best oven mitts come out on Halloween.
True.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see it because I'm putting it over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it and I'm going to bring it forward so that you can see that at about 25 minutes.
24.
Okay. At about 24 minutes, the chicken is starting to form quite nicely, and it's starting to become opaque, which is good. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to turn it so that now the other side is in the brine. And then we're going to put it in and bake it for, or braise it for another, I'm going to say 25 to 30 minutes.
Now, we're starting to get a smell now. It actually smells good.
Yeah, well, it smelled good before. It's the brine.
Do you have a ruler?
No, I'm an independent free man. Thank you.
Oh, man.
No wenches from the lake to rule you.
No, that was an Excalibur joke from earlier.
You're right. They're not good.
Didn't quite
basis
work
for
on that
government.
one. Okay, so just make sure that you've turned every single piece, and the best way to do that is to start at one corner and work your way around until you know that everything's been turned.
In the gallery.
You know what we're missing? Stuff to throw it in.
I am going to make you all suffer. I don't know how yet,
Put laxatives.
but it's coming.
Put laxative in the window.
Easy,
They're just
lock-
Nerf balls.
Lock the bathroom.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Have serve Mexican food and then lock the bathroom.
Nice.
It,
That'll be our torture,
not-
our punishment.
It can't be Mexican food. It has to be Taco Bell
There you go.
Yeah.
with Arby's meat.
You know, here's the thing. If you could do me one favor, since we have no sponsors yet, if you could not alienate every single corporation in this first podcast or streaming, that would be great.
For Clinton Foundation.
And,
This episode brought to you by Kato
and suddenly
Black
everything goes dark, and we never broadcast ever again.
Mark
Awesome.
from again.
Yeah, so we're 7-Eleven's already contacted us, so we're good. So we're okay.
Okay,
7-Eleven's the one corporation that's ever politely asked me to remove a tweet.
so here we are. The chicken is going in for another 25 minutes or thereabouts. It's raw on one side. It's cooked on the other. But that's, you know what? I'm gonna end up burning myself just because.
Don't do it. You're not Hispanic. You're not fireproof.
Says the Hispanic kid.
Okay, so we're putting the chicken in, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put it so that it's very, very close together, so that there's space for me to put the squash in.
Okay, so Chicken Buck 13 says chicken looks good, and the LCC needs to know who all there enjoys mayo.
I don't like calling it mayo. I prefer to refer to it as gringo salsa.
Gringo salsa.
I thought it was ranch.
I thought that was ketchup.
Yeah.
Gringo salsa is like Tabasco or like a light amount of sriracha, just a light amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gringo salsa is basically a little bit of sriracha mixed into queso
Look at
sauce.
that.
We're playing Tetris with a hot oven. This is brilliant.
Yes.
It's amazing when you win. It's not so pretty when you lose.
Yeah.
When you win, some of the food evaporates.
Squash is now in, a limiting factor of the entire meal, as I scratch my own eye. A limiting factor of the meal, which is the squash is going to take the longest, is now in. So we can buy ourselves some time. The carrots are about to be started, and then we're going to focus our energy on the stuffing and the mashed potatoes. Everybody was standing in the back telling me that I should wash my hands between the different ingredients, and they're absolutely
Personal
right.
hygiene. Sanitation.
I'm all fucking.
I'm gonna.
OSHA. OSHA.
You guys suck.
Only on Tuesdays.
FDA.
Hey, you know when you're cooking in your own home, you can do anything you want. Chefs do that sometimes. Okay.
Fire fixes everything.
How wide is your palm?
What I've heard is that if your palm is as big as your face, you have a 38% greater chance of getting cancer. And then when they go and check it out, you punch them in their palm. Or the back of their hand, actually.
Yeah, I'm about to say, punching in the palm is pretty hard.
Not if you punch hard enough.
No, you basically just punch so fast and so hard it goes through the freaking hand itself.
Okay, so here's the thing about the carrots. I'm not going to do all of them. Not only because it's always a good idea to have a snack on hand for the cook. And trust me, I deserve a carrot at this point. But also because since we're making stuffing, we're going to probably end up making a little bit of a mirepoix to add into the stuffing to give it a little bit of depth.
Okay.
Mirepoix is, it's actually kind of funny. Mirepoix is a mixture of onion and carrot and celery that are basically sweated until they start to caramelize, bringing out sweetness. And it's used in many, many dishes for the purpose of adding flavor, color, depth, texture. But Mr. or the Lord Mirepoix was a kind of useless guy. Had absolutely nothing that he was able to do effectively. And since he left no mark on the world by himself, his chef, his family chef, took what he created and named it after his lord as a way to keep his name alive and give him some relevancy. I wish I knew the name of the chef, but all I know is the Mirepoix. So congratulations, you get your name in the paper for all time.
Okay, going back to the sauce conversation. Chef Buck 13 says, so true, thank you. And, oh no, harder is better. I'm assuming that's the hand washing.
Oh yeah. Was it Steve Martin? Yes, it was Steve Martin who did I've been delivering babies for 14 years and I've never washed these hands.
Oh, for a second I thought the snake was someone go like.
Okay, so this is where we get to the nitty gritty. Carrots are steaming. We've got about 8 minutes, 9 minutes
They're
before.
very temperamental.
They can be. They also come in different sizes, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Mashed potatoes are phenomenal. Not very temperamental. They will roll with the punches pretty well. So all you really need to do is clean the potatoes. So I'm going to wash the potatoes because I do like using the skins. There's a lot of nutrition in the skin of the potato. In fact, far more in the skin than throughout the whole rest of the potato. So if you want the potassium, if you want the niacin, if you want the different positive things, you've got to eat the skin.
Yeah.
How can you tell that somebody loves you? If you open up your mashed potatoes and they're completely white all the way through, they may have taken a great deal of time and energy to peel every single one of those potatoes for you, Or you may have had somebody swap out for instant mashed potatoes because they don't care. So I would put some skins in just to keep it going. So
Now, I have a Mayo question.
you have a Mayo question?
Uh-huh.
The
Please,
Mayo Clinic.
please also, who there like or dislikes Mayo.
Didn't we go through that?
Yeah, they're asking if they...
I like mayo. I do. I don't like it in everything. I will be honest. The greatest thing on the face of the earth is a rare roast beef sandwich with shaved roast beef with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of salt, and maybe a little bit of caramelized onions, and then some melted provolone. It's just beautiful.
Other than the mayo, it sounded delicious.
Yeah.
Like, I love mayo on sliced tomatoes.
I couldn't live
yeah,
without mayo.
I'm not down with that. That's destroying a perfectly good tomato.
If we woke up tomorrow and there was no mayo in the world, I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't lose sleep over it. So I won't dislike it, but
If you woke up and your planet no longer had mayo, you have probably been
Kidnapped by
yeah,
aliens.
Kidnapped by
abducted
aliens.
Yeah.
It's like,
Taken to
listen!
Planet Mustard.
yeah.
Okay, Chef Buck 13 agrees. Everything but the mayo.
Everything but the mayo.
Okay, well, I mean, if you don't like it, more for me. It's
Sounds
okay.
like an 80s pop song.
So I've got 8 pounds of russet potatoes that I got for $3.49. You can't beat. Well, you can beat that. They sometimes have specials. But what you want to do, and this is me telling you, when